Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
There he
Here.
is.
Alright, cool.
This is your phone, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Wow, it's so clear. I feel like I'm inside your mouth.
Oh god, I have a lollipop. Get out of
What?
Maybe it's not a
I
lollipop,
bet
but
you do have a
What?
lollipop.
That is.
there.
Dude.
Dude.
I start recording. You just start saying like
Wonderful.
vile.
What a wonderful way to start the session.
Welcome to our very X-rated game.
You know what?
Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons and Dildo.
I'm
No
keeping
YouTube
it.
monetization for you, boy.
I actually tend to like cut that bit out until I actually start talking, but I'm gonna keep it in because it's fucking hilarious.
This week's episode is sponsored by Extreme Restraints.
And Adam and Eve.
This one, Susan.
Oh my god. Alright. Is everyone ready?
Mhm.
Cool. Alright. So, last time, we left off at the end of a near fatal fight for one of our players. The gang was meticulously sleuthing out the gallows floor, looking for Grayson Reed in the process. Noreen managed to find him in the crowd talking to some other people at the gala before he made a disturbing announcement to some. He plans to install imitation Genesis robots all over Asharia. Noreen followed through with the plan and had charmed Grayson Reed into staying a little longer at the gala. Wraith spiked the drink without notice, and Grayson soon left, with Jay following after him. At the time, however, Thunderhawk fell from the window above, and a huge Alirige crushed him. Noreen, Wraith, and Julius valiantly fought with the Alirige with the help of a few of the enforcers from Jay and Julius's district. Well, yeah, health is loose. But this is where we pick up with Wraith recovering from a near fatal encounter. But actually, we are going to. Oh, I didn't even set it up. That is a little cringe. Give me 1 second, but I will set something up.
Don't mind me, I'm just chilling in here with your boy, Grayson Reed.
That is actually who we are panning out to, but I, like a dummy, forgot to set it up. Don't ask me how. I planned literally everything else out, but that. Okay. So, let's actually switch over now. So, Jay managed to bring Grayson Reed into a room a little far away from where the gala is actually being held, or at least like the majority of the gala is being held. And at the moment, the two are alone together. And we are starting with Jay and Grayson Reed again. So, what are you doing? Oh wait, I don't even know why I brought
This
this.
motherfucker is drugged out of his mind, right?
Yep. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his phone.
So, when you reach out to grab his phone, he looks up at you and says, "What exactly are you doing?"
Calling for help. What do you think? You're not well. Dude was just like splatterbrained in the other room.
You seen him in this like kind of like leaning over a wall state, and as soon as you say that, he stands up straight and dusts himself off as if nothing has happened. I believe I'm well enough. Thank you. But I believe I don't know your name. What is it?
Kind of like point at this little name tag. Because I'm still in the janitor outfit. Johnny.
That's so. Well, you don't have anything to do with that Wameke, do you?
No, I don't think I've seen very many around here. There was one in the party, but I haven't come across her. Again, I told you earlier, like, this is sort of my line of work. Shit went down, I got priority people, or priority target to safety. Sort of a backup plan in case shit goes wrong. Hence the undercover shit.
Wait, I'm sorry, you weren't...
I showed him my undercover my badge saying that I was undercover and I was getting him to safety.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you kind of tripped me up for a second because I thought you were explaining something to me. Okay, I got it. Roll me a deception check. I see. Well.
Oh no.
Thank you. John. Now if you'll excuse me, there's something I need to finish. And he is currently walking away. Unless you are going to do something. If not...
One more question before you go.
Yes.
This is just me being curious. When you summoned the robots, was it just a mere coincidence that you also summoned a bunch of monsters as well?
Those weren't monsters, those were illusions.
And the thing that killed the newly appointed, what were they, Prime Guardians? Newly appointed Prime Guardian? That was an illusion as well?
You can see a certain look on his face that is kind of as if the look of someone putting the pieces together. And he goes, I don't believe that he was hurt in any way.
You
I think he'll be just
Good night, my
fine.
sweet. Give me a smoochie.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't mind accompanying me back to the ballroom to double check that pulse.
Like I said, I have something that must be done. He'll be
Oh
fine.
no, this is my job. You're not allowed to leave till I say you are. Now you can willingly go with me, or I can place you under custody.
Of under custody of who exactly?
The enforcers. Who else? I'll hold up my badge again.
Which district? Which district are you from?
I do most of my patrols in Hitori Town, but law is the law.
Tory Town, huh?
Listen, if you don't want to deal with me, there's the captain of Central District, there's the captain of Hitori Town, lieutenant of Hitori Town, lieutenant of Central District, I believe, as well as quite a few other enforcers here as well that I'm sure would love to follow the letter of the law.
Well, I believe I will deal with the rest of them. And
You will deal with...
as a matter of fact, when the time comes.
I'm sorry, are you threatening a law enforcement officer, sir?
No. It's a promise. Now, like I said before,
yeah, you're under arrest, motherfucker.
are you doing something? Are you doing an
grapple
action?
check.
Cool. Athletics or strength? Actually, it's probably just athletics if you have proficiency.
Getting spicy in there.
You try to put him under some cuffs, but
Jeez, plus
you actually
8.
managed to do it. However, as soon as you do, he kind of just like flexes his wrists and they break.
At a count of resisting arrest.
What?
Sure. I'm sure we'll meet again.
I am going to hit him in the face.
Go ahead.
Why is unarmed attack not?
I think by default it's 1d4. Unless
No, that's if you have it. Martial arts.
Yeah, that's true. 14 hits. What's the it is 1 plus your strength.
mod?
What's your strength?
-1.
You you kind of just do the equivalent of a slap in the face,
That's all I needed to do.
and
Do you remember what I brought with me?
no, I did not.
I brought several vials of the drug. I handed one off to Wraith.
Mm-hmm.
The other is in my hand.
Gotcha.
I am smashing this thing on his face.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so as when you smash the vial on his face, he kind of just looks at you in disgust, and he's gonna throw a punch at you. I'm not gonna roll initiative because I mean it's like a one-on-one, right? So eight does not hit, I assume.
No.
So it's kind of going like you kind of threw this like at his face, so like his vision isn't like the best. So his immediate reaction was just like a punch in your general direction, which wasn't in the same place you were. I don't have time for this. I'll find you sooner or later. And then I will deal with you and everyone close to you. Goodbye for now. And he is going to promptly walk away. I imagine you want to do something?
I'm gonna fucking follow him.
Cool. So when you leave,
Immediately calling Julius as well.
yeah, when you leave the room and you check your left and your right, he straight up disappeared.
Like, yo, where are you? We just killed that giant Blastoise thing.
Losing. I lost Grayson.
I drop something. You hear it drop on the other end of the phone. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I yell a little bit when I say, what do you mean? But then I quiet my voice down and I'm like, what do you mean you lost Grayson?
He went poof.
Well, that's a problem. You should probably come regroup with us so we can figure this out. Noreen's flipped into the wind so that she can avoid detection. She put in a little work here, and we don't want any questions about that. I say, whispering discreetly into the phone.
So, while Grayson and Jay were doing their thing, at the same time, we go back to the fellas over here at the Gala. This would be taking place at the same time, so, or just rather like right after the fight. So, your conversation will happen in a little bit after.
Okay, yeah.
So, you guys just finished the fight, and Noreen is cloaked into the crowd. Sanjo, he goes up to you and he asks, "What exactly were they?"
We're that's a dead Vanguard over there. It looks like.
I'm less interested in the Vanguard. And he's kind of like walking up cautiously. And as he does, he goes, "I'm more interested in the thing
He
that
couldn't
you were
see
fighting."
it properly, could he?
Nope.
Oh.
And
So we can see it?
yeah.
Well, if you remember when we fought them in the murder house, they were shadowy figures.
Well,
Upon realizing this, that I'm sorry, did you say something?
it's supposed to be.
I could not understand that.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I was just basically asking if like something is different about us that we could just naturally see it, or if like we were supposed to have been like if we were just counting it as like we've been wearing the goggles when something weird like that happens.
No, you actually realize that you don't have your goggles equipped. So you're actually unsure on how you were able to see it.
Maybe it's like a prior exposure type thing.
But as he's walking up and talking about how he's less interested in the Vanguard, a figure drops from the window right in front of Thunderhawk. So you see a masked person with this heavy cape descend from the window above, and
I say, "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
as they land, they look around them several times, and Arabella's music actually stops. Let me do that now. And everyone begins looking at the masked vigilante.
Is it Batman?
Something like that.
No, it's Wombat Man.
Wombat Man. Yeah, I can ride it.
The people begin to panic, and they start to quickly leave the room. This figure. Wait, hold up, Fancy Pants. The figure takes a knee right in front of Thunderhawk, and you see them do what looks like is a prayer. At this point, when you walk up to Sanjo, he says, "Officer Blackbriar, with me on this vigilante if you're well enough to."
Like attack him?
Yes.
Don't you think there is something else going on here? Shouldn't we like ask us some questions, bro?
So, vigilante, what more do you want?
Information?
Protocol for one.
Yeah.
As far as you guys
I'm not here.
But no, that's a good response. I'll say that. Protocol for what?
Protocol They look exactly as a vigilante does. And we know, I know who this is. This is
Is
Red
he
Umbra.
Red Umbra? Okay. Is this is I guess I feel like I've heard that name. You feel like you told me a little bit about Red Umbra.
Yeah,
Um,
roll history if you want.
I'm not very good at history, but I got an 11.
Um, no. So, due to your particular interest in these types of people, in your heroic acts and such, you actually have heard of Red Umbra. However, they haven't been actively seen for a while, and whenever they show up, there's typically shit going down.
Of importance, you mean?
Yeah.
Now, what's this guy's name beside me again?
Sanjo. Captain
And
Sanjo.
what's his rank? Captain Sancho.
Captain's,
So that's
yeah.
higher than that's higher than
Lieutenant.
okay, okay. So I'll say I just look at him and I say there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of scared people, and there was just one large battle in here. I don't think that um, causing more disturbance is going to rectify the situation as of right now. If there's some type of like questioning and you know what I mean, whatever we need to do for this Red Umbra, I know a bit about them. Doesn't seem like they fly off the handle. Um, that's a thing, but I think we need to be putting people at ease right now with our actions, not like beating up someone who just showed up.
Um, as you're saying this, the people have been beginning to uh go away. So let me just get rid of these fellas on the board.
Is Red Umbra praying out loud or silently?
Silently. Um, when you say that, Sanjo says, he just kind of ignores you and he screams at the lieutenants to go help everyone out. So at this point, they're just kind of like ushering the people out, kind of just, making sure that they're all well enough and such.
And then I'm going to try to walk up to Red Umbra while not projecting an aura of I'm here to beat you up because I'm not. Um,
Right.
my, but also my health is just not like I look beat up.
Yeah.
I'm about half as sturdy as I usually look. um,
Okay.
but so I guess yeah, and I essentially will just try to start a dialogue while he's like distracted giving orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe just like keeping my voice low, um, saying I know of you, you know what I mean? Try to relax. My name's Julius Blackbriar. Um, do you know Thunderhawk? Do you know anything about these Aladihe and what's going on here with this? I know you're a prominent vigilante, but I try not to jump to conclusions before I can make any sort of decisions or get the information I need.
As you're talking and kind of just like slowly coming at them, they kind of just indicate you to pause, uh, just like
Like
about
here?
here.
Oh, I
No,
moved
just right
right.
here. Yeah, you're good.
Nice.
Um,
I respectfully like give us a curt nod and like put just one hand up very very lowly,
uh,
not like above my head, but like um like how we'll signal each other at work, just like a
yeah.
quick little hand signal.
And at this point, Sanjo is just like eyeballing you. He's like, kind of just like Oh, wondering.
Maybe I put my hand on my hilt, like for show.
Okay. Nice. Wraith, what are you doing at this point? Are you just like sitting and watching?
I'm keeping an eye on both Sanjo and the masked vigilante.
Gotcha. Okay. Um.
And importantly, actually, Gio, I'm gonna position myself over one space so that like I kind of have my back towards Sanjo.
Gotcha. Okay. Any particular
Um,
reason?
well, because I'm speaking quietly, and so my hope is that he also can't like see my mouth going, as if to maybe keep him from like making out what I'm saying in any possible way.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a telepathic message to Julius, like, I can relay thoughts between you two. You have something secret, think it to me.
That'd be pretty helpful. And so I guess I like relay my questioning through. Uh, but I also tell him now that there's a mental thing going on that like, look, I'm an enforcer, you know what I mean? I moonlight doing some vigilante work, so I get it, all right? But like, you're either gonna have to get out of here quick, or you got to give me something that I can use to tide this over. You know what enforcers are like when vigilantes are around. I may have to put on a show here at some point, but I do not mean you any harm.
I echo this word for word, except just louder and angrier.
Gotcha. Wraith, while Julius was talking, you kind of see Sanjo just uh holding his gun, trying to get ready for the shot. And how far are you? And you kind of see that the vigilante is kind of like tighten the grip on their fist.
Please don't turn this into a fucking bad time, man. I'm
Right.
sure you're just trying to fucking work something out, and I say in my mind through Wraith.
Gotcha. You notice that they haven't responded to you at all. Or rather, Wraith hasn't given you a response.
What's he saying, Wraith? I think, and maybe out loud, I'm like starting now to like I guess like outwardly be more enforcerish. You know what I mean? Like this guy Sancho is obviously suspecting me, so I'm like double timing it. You know what I mean? I'm like in his mind, I'm like communicating, and I'm like letting him know that I'm like putting on the show, basically.
Okay.
He said Sanjo was readying his weapon.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast command at him.
Oh,
At the captain?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. It is Is it wisdom?
Boy,
Yeah, it is. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Going for the big ball plays.
that's one way to put it.
Now I think about it, what the hell is his saving throw since he's
Yeah.
not a caster? Wait, let me read the description.
It should
Think it.
say it in the.
Here we go. Instant charisma is your spellcasting ability.
Okay, so the DC. Anyone remember the recipe for the DC? I think it's 8 plus charisma. And then proficiency.
Yeah, it's
that sounds
8 plus
right.
your
In that case,
proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
he fails, just shouting, "Disarm!" And
Wait,
at least
Sandro fails?
yes. I'm sorry. The spell fails,
Oh, okay.
so he
Gotcha.
succeeds. Yeah. So Raise shouts, disarm,
Don't shoot him.
and at least now Red Umbra might have noticed the gun at this point.
Yeah, definitely. So, he's actually going to take pot shot, which let's see if it hits.
Now
Yeah.
he technically I'm body blocking him.
Yes.
Can I like try to maybe take the shot, but make it look like, you know what I mean, like an accident?
Um.
I want to like maybe make it apparent to Red Umbra, but with my back turned to Santo, I maybe want to make him feel bad that he just fucking shot me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roll me. I'll say Dex. A dexterity check, and then performance.
Dexterity check or a save?
Uh.
Oh, I guess it's the same for me because I don't have proficiency. So
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
If it's good enough, then he won't hit. Uh. Uh. The vigilante.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it was a 6.
Yeah. Roll me performance.
16 on performance.
So you did not get hit, but your acting is pretty all right. You know, it's pretty good. Um, as the shot went off, and it didn't even graze you. It didn't even hit you at all. And you kind of move into it a little bit too late. So you're blocking the view the vigilante has, and you see them put out their hand, and like a flaming fist reaches out and like grabs the bullet, and it kind of turns into ashes. But they don't Sanjo, he doesn't see this, and because you're blocking the view directly, and you're able to like block whatever the vigilante's doing for like a good few seconds. However, with that, they kind
I
of
turn around and I'm like, "What the hell, man?"
with that, they kind of just shimmy their cape a little bit, and they jump off through the window where they came from, and they leave immediately.
I I hit a in right before I see him like get to shimmying. I tell Rafe to be like, "You're gonna need help figuring this out," so that he gets that on the way out. And then I say, "I'm not trying to hit you," and I do like a point break. I pull out my gun and I do like a Keanu Reeves point break, and I just like shoot a bunch. I empty my clip, figuratively. I don't actually do that.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
I need those bullets. They're actually expensive.
That being said, Sanjo just starts walking up, and he sees that Thunderhawk is actually slightly moving and was coughing a little bit. So maybe
I hold him up by the back of his head. Does anyone have healing magic? Anyone?
I will take him out of here. but
Oops.
I still want information. You owe me that.
Me?
The two of you. Yes.
The two of us?
He points at Wraith.
I don't even know that guy.
Roll me deception.
Come on!
He continues walking as if like you didn't say that.
Disrespect.
Um,
Charisma skills are supposed to be what I was relying on here.
yeah, man. I mean, they should be your thing.
It's like I've only got one. I've only got persuasion. So, but my other ones are still pretty good because my charisma's high, but not good enough apparently.
Apparently not. And it's at this point where we actually catch up. Sanjo, you see the lieutenants and Sanjo head out. You see that these two are now carrying this guy. Sunny will.
Do I pass them
Sanjo-
on the hall in the hall on the way?
Yes, but let me get to that. So Sanjo passes it off to Sunny, but I mean Sunny's is small, so Mayhem kind of helps her out, and they both come out, and just walk off with Thunderhawk, trying to get him some attention. Sanjo is falling behind them, and he turns around to you, Julius, and he says, I suggest you all leave. Things here will be handled by those you do not want to get in the way of. And just with that, he just leaves.
Can I try to get a read on what his general
Yeah,
what his general feel for this situation was? Like, if he's like, oh, next time I talk to these motherfuckers, they're gonna be in handcuffs, or like, how, you know what I mean?
yeah, roll me insight.
Oh, another of my skills that I am quite skilled. What the fucking fuck? I can't do this.
You have a dubious feeling about this guy. You feel like as he's similar. The only way he's similar to your captain, Captain Sir, is that they don't feel like they're enforcers, but in entirely different ways. Sir is more of a, how did this guy get into this position? And Sanjo is more like, who allowed this guy to be so, what's the word? You get a weird feel. You get a weird feeling.
Does he
about
seem a
him.
little crooked?
From your experience, yes, and Julius, you actually catch a hint of this.
Well, that's unfortunate. Those aren't the kind of feathers I'd like to ruffle. And I say, Ray, we may have some smoke coming up here through the vents,
And
metaphorically.
it's
In my mind, I say that.
it's at this point where you're talking to Jay again.
And I'm like, Jay, get over here. We probably need to GTFO, because I think shit's hitting proverbial ceiling fan.
Oh no!
I
not
think
the
things have
ceiling
already
fan.
I
That's
think
a
things have
fair-
already hit the ceiling.
And it's at this point where you catch up. You see your captain leave with the lieutenants.
I was gonna say something to Sunny.
Yeah, go ahead. On
That's
your
why I asked like if I had passed them in the hallway.
yeah, on your way, what are you saying to Sunny?
I'll kind of like Sanjo, and I'll like lean down to Sunny, and I'll be like, "It was Reed. He was the one that summoned this thing." I'll kind of look over at Thunderhawk. I'm like, "What?" He said that. Oh my god! He said that he would be okay. What happened?
Well, a a vigilante just prayed, and he came back.
When everything happened, I made sure that he was safe, and then I asked him a couple questions about what was going on, and then he made threats to me. He said that he was going to quote unquote take care of all of the enforcers that were here. Um, then I, I I wanted to bring him in here to kind of confirm that Thunderhawk had passed, and he was like, "No, I assure you, he's going to be just fine." And in that same time frame, a vigilante came in and killed him.
Uh, looks like it. But what do you mean? And as she says that, she gets interrupted. Sandro walks in front of you. He gives you that look that you've seen before on him, and uh him and Sunny walk off.
Um, just as a sidebar, Geo,
Yeah.
right? We've never talked about this, but Julius isn't like he hasn't been hiding. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the type of person that like introduces himself.
Okay.
People in my, I imagine that like my superiors know on some level what I do.
Okay.
But like I wanted to ask you about that is essentially what I'm saying. Like you know what I mean? Like when we talked about it and such, like I imagine that like in the sense that I'm not running some sort of strict countermeasure program. You know what I mean? Like Julius isn't
Yeah.
like Batman, you know what I mean? Where
Right.
he's got fucking contingencies and shit lined up for the eventual birth of his like three-headed son, you know what I mean? Like it's like I've been like operating, and it's not like I'm going, you know, like casually just bringing up like, hey, I'm a part-time vigilante too, guys. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I imagine that the higher ups, like his captain, and you know what I mean, maybe one or two other people who keep tabs on things in their division would like if they didn't have that sort of information gathering, like what are they actually doing like with the vigilantes? You know what I mean? But like, I'm trying to figure out how you're playing that.
So, simply just because they're focused in a different district, they don't know too much about you. The same way you don't know too much about Sanjo, um, he doesn't know too much about you.
Oh yeah, I meant more so my captain. I'm sorry.
Um, I
Like you
mean,
know,
he
Lieutenant and Captain Sir and them boys.
I mean, they haven't really um prompted you about that though.
Well, I guess I was imagining it was more of like an unspoken thing, but
Gotcha. Okay.
not that I had ever been like you know how there's an organization, right? And
Yeah.
there's always the dudes who are like doing stuff and they think it's like, you know what I mean, just because no one's ever said anything about it, it's like not like, oh, it's on the level, but it's just like, huh, I've never like talked to anybody about it. But like someone, you know what I mean? Like the boss knows. Like when we're at work and I get the tecates for the boys at the end of the night on
Right.
Fridays and Saturdays and shit, it's like Daniel knows, you know what I mean? Teresa knows, right? Nobody's ever talking about it, but like we have, you know what I mean? Like they know what's going on in like that sense, basically.
However, here's a difference though. You actually have the authority to do that. You're an enforcer, so you're allowed to do all the, like, you could dress up as a superhero and I mean it's a little weird, but I mean you're still an enforcer, so you're kind of allowed to do that.
Oh, so it's still, well, it's the same then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's literally the same as the tecates. Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering. Like I was wondering, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so that I wouldn't be like, I at least would know what the dynamic is. Like I don't want to be like, like, oh, well, I would never do that, but I wouldn't be like, like Captain Sir's got my back. You know what I mean? Just preparing for my mentality.
No, you're good. Cool. So,
I will make a comment to Sanjo as he leaves. I'll say, hey boss, you saw what happened tonight. Reed's connected to all of this. I know what those creatures are that y'all fought. And with what you saw he brought into that ballroom, don't get in my way. And I'll give him like a knowing look. And I'll just continue walking in my direction.
Isn't he your captain?
So with this typical conversation that you have with him, he just says, I hope you know what you're getting into.
And I hope he knows what life behind bars means.
And it's at this point where you go back and physically meet up with the rest of the gang. Everyone is out of the building, or at least should be. Right now the ballroom is empty. And it is just you three. What are you guys doing?
I guess I just come up to Jay real quick and I say, do you want to do any looking around before we actually get out of here? There's supposedly some people on the way to investigate. That's what Sancho says. And he seems to think that it'd be best if we weren't in their way. I'm inclined to agree, but I mean, you know, we've got our own stakes in what's going on here.
We need roof access.
Wraith, stick to speaking in our minds, bud. There could be any number of people hidden.
Mentally, I go, the roof.
And I say in my mind, you're right. That actually is a super smart idea.
What? Why you no work for me?
Man, I gotta use some more of these spell slots. I forgot I had shield.
Did that cast onto your guys's?
Huh?
Nope. Nothing came up.
Oh, there it is. Cure wounds.
Nice.
Oh, did you just heal me?
I healed Wraith.
Oh.
Last I heard, like, as I understood, Wraith was like
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was almost dying.
You see the muscles and skin and scales pull back together, and Wraith is looking nearly good as new.
I'm still about a half as good as new. I think it's safe to say that we're taking the stairs up to the roof, or are we going from the outside? What do you guys think, or should we skedaddle? Can anybody
On their
fly?
way here, we can just leave.
Well, yeah, I guess so that's what I was saying though, was just like we have our own, not agenda, but you know what I mean, investigation sort of going on here, but we can just wait for the results. You're right. How'd your time with Reed go? I say as we start to like walk.
Yeah. I guess over the course of us kind of GTFOing, I will recount
Right.
the
Or maybe even like on the phone while we're riding. We just stick our phones in our bike helmets.
Are you guys? You guys aren't going through the roof, right?
I'm going out the
No,
front
we
door.
decided to
Okay.
get the fuck out.
Okay. You guys are just straight up leaving the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I did come into the session today thinking I'd make a Mexican standoff with my my boss, but you know, here we are.
Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get to speak to Captain Sir before he got out of here, but
Yeah.
I think I'm due for some rest
Oh,
here after.
try me, I dare you.
Do you guys have a lot of conflict? Me and Captain Sir are usually pretty chill.
No. But he knows what happened tonight.
Who, Sancho? He's got an idea about what's going on. How does he know?
Kind of like dip my head, kind of shake it a little bit, pull out my wallet again, and let it flip down. There's the badge, and I just kind of it's kind of like one of those flap things in the wallet, or like you can lift it up and like maybe your ID is underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture there.
I look at the picture. Is Sancho your dad?
It's my family.
Oh, y'all are related?
No, there's my parents, me, and Selma.
Oh, he knows what happened to your family? I don't think I understand. I'm
Genesis
not
killed my
following you.
family. Or Genesis killed my sister.
And Genesis was the robot, right?
Yeah,
I had been getting
four
them
robots
confused.
that appeared. Yeah.
Or word.
He seems to have made replicas of her. I don't know exactly what's going on. He
Oh, okay. So you're saying he
100%
knows
is very, very much involved in the summoning of these. Like, it's beyond a doubt now.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Sancho, but
No.
word. All right. Well, that is interesting. Shall we talk over coffee at our home? I'm sore. Or I guess we were on the way with that whole conversation,
Yeah.
talking on the comms.
I think I'm hitting the liquor store on the way home.
One of you roll me a D100. We are now traveling. 93. Oh shit.
He got to it.
Well, you guys choose.
It's weird that they were right next
Is that a
to
split number?
What'd you say?
No, we can have. He got his in first. It's 93.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny that I rolled 92 and he rolled 93. Like that's so on a D1 on two D100 rolls. That's so weird.
It's a little crazy. All right.
That's like last week when my fucking hits were just decreasing. It was like 6, 5, 4.
Um. So as you guys are walking, or riding to, actually, how did you get here? No, you rode your bikes.
Yeah.
You had your okay, yeah. So as you guys are riding, um, into the night, going to the liquor store, you see a guy with a lot of red on his very bright white shirt, and he's kind of like limping over. And this is like across the street from the liquor store. He's currently walking away from it, but he's like a block off.
Like, do I see this as I'm on the bike or like after I park?
On the bike.
I fucking like zoom over, kind of hit the bike into neutral and get off the bike, like right, like on the sidewalk right next to him, I guess. Is he like walking along the sidewalk?
Yeah.
I imagine that
I'll kind of
pull up
like grab
as
him by
well.
the shoulders. I'll be like, "Whoa there, bud! What the? Is this? This is blood, right?"
Upon closer inspection and getting up to him, he is covered in ketchup. And you kind of see his face. It is like full with boogers, and he just goes, I dropped my sandwich.
I'm gonna press to digitate them all clean.
That's a tragedy. You had me scared that something a lot worse happened.
Good.
And I give him a handful of grapes from my grape bowl of never-ending grapes.
I'm allergic to grapes.
Wow, that is a tough time for you, bud. All right,
Good.
well at least you're clean.
Stop saying good.
What's wrong, man? Why are you having such a shit time right now?
He's saying good.
What's so bad about that?
He kind of just runs off.
Oh, well, at least he got cleaned up. Stay safe, man.
2 hands on the sandwich next time.
That's a good one. I give him like a little elbow bump.
You guys then get some your drink of preference from the liquor store. You guys promptly go back home. Nareen is actually been home for quite a little bit. And but I just won't put her on the map. It is currently, I would say, probably close to 12 like a.m. So it is midnight. You guys are back home. What are you guys doing?
I take a couple shots with Jay and then I go lay the fuck down.
Sweet.
Anything I will be doing will be concluded after 6 to 8 hours of uninterrupted slumber.
Gotcha. So, anything else? Anyone else doing anything before they go to bed for the night?
Head back to kind of my area, I guess. Do a little bit of research onto, what was it, Redco?
Yeah. Do me a. I'll say a history check. Or investigation, rather. What about you, Wraith?
Wreath tries to remember what he knows about Red Umbra.
Do me a history check. So they
Damn.
started. I'll get to you in a second, Wraith. But Redco has started out as like a mining company. It then eventually led to cartography and exploration. They began doing different types of maps for different lands for a good while. And then at some point, Red was changed from Redco to what is the name now? Give me 1 second. It was changed from Redco to Reed Industries.
So it is Reed's company, okay.
Yes. And then when they expanded to cartography, way later down the line, they expanded to a whole bunch of other different industries like medicine, technology, some STEM based stuff, and so on. They just expanded more. They diversified, and they became this huge company, kind of like Walmart.
Before we transition, when I go to sleep, can I actually use my immortal spirit innate power?
Yes. Oh, give me 1 second though. So, you Wraith, you can't. You do know about Red Umbra, but are you doing research or are you just trying to remember what you know?
I guess I don't have anything. Do I have anything to research here? Like,
I mean, you got a phone, I think. Right?
okay, yeah. So I'll look it up.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah. Roll me investigations. Okay. So, with that 12, you know that, as you probably, as I said before, they haven't been too active, but whenever they do show up, something huge kind of happens. Like they were related in a bombing that took place months ago. However, they were there to like help everyone out. They weren't there to like cause terrorism or anything. They were there to help out, but it was still like a huge thing that a lot of people know about. But sort of things of that magnitude, they were involved in whether directly or indirectly. And that's pretty much all you can gather. As for you, Andrew, so this is actually the first time you're trying to
actively using it.
actively use it. Okay, so
Well, I guess Julius wouldn't be, but I want to.
right, yeah.
I thought that was a good thing about Red Umbra, but like
Okay.
even if it wasn't Red Umbra, maybe just like a dream about another hero or something like that. But
Okay.
with that direction, I'm thinking about her before I go to sleep, or him, whoever it was.
So you, the player, are actively using it. Julius isn't though.
Maybe not like intentionally, but like, so here's how I'll say it, right?
Okay.
Julius is going to bed and like he's like Red Umbra, like I know. And like even just from what you told me, I remember we talked a bit about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to remember what I know. And so he's falling off to sleep with that on his brain, and that's spurring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to use it as just like developing him going into maybe like actively meditating on these things.
Okay. So, what can I have you roll to enhance that? Let me see.
I mean, roll your d20, Gio.
No, but I want to have you roll something. I'll
Charisma.
just say, I'll say Arcana.
Okay, word. I do have proficiency in Arcana, so it's not that bad. Hey.
Okay, cool. So, you get into your REM sleep, right? So
Instantly.
yeah. No, I mean, eventually you get into your REM sleep. And you have this like feeling of urgency. Then you begin to see like colors of the sunset, but it's all kind of just moving all around you almost violently, and as if like they're trying to catch something or run away from something.
What's moving violently, you said?
Colors. So you,
and it's as if they're trying to catch the colors themselves, or trying to catch or run away from something.
Yeah. So this is all very weird because you're not actually seeing anything other than the colors.
Okay. I think I get what you're saying.
And suddenly a green pops out. A very bright, almost neon green pops out and kind of just begins almost soothing, what seems to be like soothing the other sunset colors. And it's like that for a while. You can see that the sunset colors, I'll just say orange for the time being, just to have it be easier. The orange,
I mean, I totally get what you mean by sunset.
yeah, the all right, well, I'll keep saying sunset. The sunset colors, they sometimes overtake the green at a certain point, but it typically always goes back into a sort of harmony until a very vibrant red is introduced and begins messing with the green and the sunset. And this kind of just swirls around a lot until eventually you see that there's just the sunset again, and the sunset begins to dim black or back into a very dark red that is almost black. And at this point, it is when you're dreaming that, it's like, I don't know, I forgot when the REM sleep kicks in, but I'll say it's like 3 a.m. Okay, you guys are sleeping in your whatever you guys are sleeping in. It is very late at night, and you hear almost not a crash, but more like a thud at your door, and this all wakes you up. Wakes all of you up.
Motherfucker! Oh, that hurt. I'm an elf. I don't sleep. Not.
That's fair.
I am still awake. I'm still like pacing back and forth.
That is fair. I keep forgetting that, but yeah, you hear this thud.
So we haven't had a long rest yet, just a short rest?
Yeah.
Alright, let me spend some hit die just in case this is
Yeah, go ahead. Get some hit die in. If you need to.
I'm gonna play off the thud as me stubbing my toe.
All right, that actually put me back up to full.
Cool. Anyone else?
And then I guess I'll go check it out. I like, this is so funny, but so my training outfit is what I turned it into to sleep, and so now I wake up and I just like, oh, I'm still in that, and I'm walking, and I've got I shunt my sword into my hand, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? I slip my hand into my little brace, and I make my way to the elevator.
You got. Oh wait, I didn't switch you. Oh wait, yeah, I did. Okay.
You said that it was at his door, right?
Yeah.
Or is it at the front door?
The front door. I'm sorry. The front door.
Then I head to the elevator, and I come over to the door.
You'll see as you walk towards the elevator, you'll see Jay kind of he's still holding it's a bourbon on the rocks. That's what
You got a Blicky and a bourbon.
Exactly.
You got your
I'm gonna be honest, I have
bourbon.
no idea what a Blicky is, but
It's a gun.
It's slang for a gun. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, but
I'm
yeah.
Blicky and the bourbon. Can that be the name of the episode, Gio? Please.
Blicky and a gun. Okay, yeah, sure. Or Blicky and a
Blicky and a bourbon.
Yeah, Blicky and a bourbon. Yeah. I got you.
So I go to the door. Yeah, I guess. Are you rolling with me, Jay? Rafe,
Yeah.
you
I
get
was
up
like,
for the?
motherfucker, I thought that was you.
Yep, he comes.
He's like, no, man, I was knocked the fuck out. I had a dream about some colors, sunsets and greens, deep reds. It was, I don't know, it was very metaphorical. I don't think I rolled high enough.
You gotta slow down when you're eating, man.
Are you opening
We're
the door?
just gonna keep happening to you if you keep eating this fast.
I turn the shield on as I'm opening the door.
So you don't even open it fully, and a body pretty much falls on the floor in front of you, and it is the vigilante from the same night. Or
When
rather,
you
a few
say a
hours ago.
body, like it's
Well, a body because you see a person. It's they're still alive.
Are they just like very heavily injured?
They are very injured at this point. If you
God
can
fucking damn it.
recall, Julius, they seemed perfectly fine with your encounter with them earlier. However, right now they seem bloody to a pulp.
I tell Jay to help me get him up real quick, and then we go under arms.
Wait, no. So I'm assuming that this table and chairs are still right here in this corner. I don't
No, we
see
didn't
a
clear
reason
none
why.
of that.
Yeah, I don't see why we would have broken up perfectly good furniture, as compared to just like a bunch of empty wooden boxes. And I'll say, let's sit him in the chair, and we can use that as kind of like a stretcher and take him downstairs.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. All right, so let me move you guys downstairs. Whoops.
And I'm just like, Jesus Cristo, what happened to you?
Jesus Christ does not
Don't
exist.
don't
in this
ask
camp.
him. Don't ask him any questions just yet.
Kind of.
I need some more relevant religious sayings, Gio.
I'll
Really
make some
contest.
up. I'll make some up too. Actually, you know what? I did. I'll tell you later though.
I'm with it. I'll do it. I need them in Spanish though.
I hate you. So, you're healing the vigilante, and they kind of grab your wrist. However, they seem a bit too weak to actually stop you. So it kind of just their hand kind of just falls off almost as quickly as they grabbed it. So, but when you heal them, they start to breathe more naturally instead of this heavy breathing that they had. What were you gonna say, Julius?
Restore balance, even if there's nothing happening, right? But the ability basically just lets you remove any like disadvantages from like a roll that they might be making. So if there's like some sort of lasting effect that he's like or she is making to or like a saving throw that they have to make or whatever, you know what I mean, unbeknownst to us, I'm just
Okay.
using the ability to sort of soothe them. But like if there's like an effect that's wearing on them, that's giving them some sort of disadvantage on the check or whatever, blah blah blah, that's why I'm using it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't have any healing, but just just try
No,
to.
I mean, hey, man, that would seem like it would help. So how are you doing that?
Basically, I like Jay's, casting his healing magic, and so I essentially just hold both hands out, and like a little magic circle appears over my hands with some of the same geometric shapes that are like on my face pattern, and then it just kind of like ticks into place, and then you know what I mean, like washes over him.
Gotcha. Cool.
Use them or lose them. Uno mas.
Nice. This time around, they seem to cough up some blood, but it seems as though they're like getting rid of the bad, you know. They're trying to like cleanse themselves off of it. And this definitely does help them out a lot more. And when you do this, you hear a very faint thank you. At this moment, they're kind of just like stumbling over to the wall and just getting a hold of it, kind of just trying to lean on it.
Kind of like put my hand on my chin, kind of like thinking here for a second. I kind of like snap my fingers, like got it.
You know, when
And
we first met, I
I'll
thought
look at Julius and I'll be like, I need your help. We're gonna turn one of the workbenches. I'm gonna put some sheets and a comforter on, so it's like there's at least a bit of bedding, and then some sheets on top of it. He's gonna lay down until he feels better. I don't. You came here on your own, didn't you?
They
I'm not expecting any words, just like a nod or a
they
shake.
they gently nod. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure someone didn't drop you off that also knows where we live. That I'm gonna want to know how you knew that later, but you need sleep. A lot of sleep.
When you say that, they kind of they have their hand to their neck and they shake it, like indicating to just to stop. And then they say a little bit more clearly, but still kind of muffled, we can't stay.
here we can't stay here at our house.
They shake their head.
Maybe we should do this mentally. Ray, can you facilitate a little? Their throat seems to be hurting.
All right, so Wraith reaches into their mind and goes, "Why not?"
What's up?
So this group messaging thought comes up, and you kind of just get this fuzzily feeling, like there's this almost kind of static noise that was playing, but it kind of just like lessens until they finally say it's not safe here.
Is it not safe here because you brought unsafety, or because unsafety was on its way to us?
On the way.
Have I
Let's move.
ever heard of
And
like got that response of like static before?
can I say a prayer?
No. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask Serenity for passage.
Into
The library.
Okay. Make me a religion check.
Fuck.
Can I assist him in prayer? Can I
Well-
also pray?
Religion it's intelligence. I have proficiency in it, but
Hey.
I have the stats.
You can make your own religion check.
Oh, well, mine isn't nearly as good. Yeah. Red Umbra's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
You get a
We're
weird.
legitimately praying.
You get an off-putting silence, Jay.
It has to do with It has to do with the Aleri. I can't say the word.
It's okay.
Aledije?
That.
You could think that maybe. You currently don't know.
I don't, but that's what Jay thinks is going on.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were asking me a question. I'm sorry.
No, I was like, that was like a little follow up
Gotcha.
to like this, like, ask for passage, silence, please. It's important. It has to do with the fucking monsters.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You don't get a response.
I look back at you puzzled. I'm like, nothing?
Oh, guess you got tired of the dad jokes. Zip. Zip. I ain't leaving
Who's
that
on their way?
laptop with evidence behind.
It's at
I
this
say
point.
in Red Umbra's mind or to Ray Ray, who's on their way as we start moving to leave?
You kind of see that Red Umbra's hand starts to go up. They grab their mask and they pull down.
It's Momo.
And you see Momo.
I fucking knew it.
And she just basically tells you his troops, almost like out of breath still, but like she's kind of just like still bloodied. She just blurts it out physically.
Ray, I hope you've been studying for that driving exam.
Momo
Why
just,
would he? Momo can ride with me and but Noreen's
Noreen.
here.
We're not leaving Noreen.
That's fair. Okay. I go grab Noreen's unconscious body to carry her upstairs. She's been drugged. She got reverse drugged somehow.
She is asleep. We'll say that she is asleep.
And we bring her with us, or
Oh no, we definitely bring her.
Yeah.
I'm carrying her on my shoulder.
Momo kind of just walks and she says, I can drive, just and she kind of just
nope.
has her brain, she's kind of just like grabbing her head just slightly, kind of indicating that she has like maybe a concussion, maybe just a headache, maybe a migraine, something relating with the head, but she isn't feeling well at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do. We don't have a car on hand, no, right? We're all bikes right now.
As far as I know, yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing Ray Ray should try to ride by himself. You got Momo, I got Noreen, and then are we booking back to your place or mine?
We're not going back to either of our places.
Momo shakes her
Well, I
head.
mean, if they know where here is, I guess you're right. They probably know our other spots there.
I will toss my keys to Wraith, and as I'm assuming she's taking out her keys to her bike.
Yeah.
When she says I could drive just fine, I will just yoink those. And you are riding with me, and I am tying you to me. You do not fall off. You are not fit to be driving.
How are you going to carry Noreen then?
I'm gonna put her on in front of me, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna tie her to my waist, and basically, I'm just going to like be over her for on the controls.
So what about Wraith?
He's gonna have to ride his own motorcycle. He been learning. He's been taking classes. Hopefully, we don't get pulled over by the police, but luckily, we are the police, so. I prestidigitate some like enforcer lights on our motorcycles as we're going, so nobody bothers us.
You might want to turn them off.
I turn them off.
No, just not. I think if you wanted the lights, I think it would have to be a different spell technically.
They can't make lights.
I don't think so.
Wait, which is that?
I think that's thaumaturgy that you're thinking of.
Create instantaneous harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks or a puff of wind. I would say that a light could be included in a minor instantaneous sensory effect.
Well, prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the light cantrip, but it makes
No.
a small light.
Just
yeah.
like keep using it to make some flashing different color lights. Red, white, red, white.
Hey, can you pull up the map of the city?
Sure. Give me 1 second.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's with this bike ride. Momo slumped, Noreen is slumped. We're just like.
Cool. So, what is up?
Are we going to Waffle Place?
No.
I don't know if you want to stop at Waffle Place. It's where are you guys thinking?
Is there a hotel in like the northern part of Spruce Harbor or southern part of Sycamore Cross?
There wouldn't really, as they're not really touristy places.
Is there a 24-hour library that I have access to?
No 24-hour library, unfortunately.
Where would the hotels be?
The hotels would be in Central City, Hittori Town, Old City, and Little Tanashko.
And those are including like the business class hotels?
Yeah.
Well, trying not to be super close to.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh god, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Thinking
Oh no!
Old City.
No, if we
sorry.
went back to what?
I was like rummaging around my drawers looking for something. I was like, it's a good thing they can't hear me. Okay,
I was thinking of renting a hotel room in Old City for a few days.
We'd have
'Cause
to
it's-
go to a different city.
Why
Even
don't
if
we
I
go
pay
back
cash
to-
for the room?
They're gonna know wherever we are in the city.
Why don't we go back to what was it, Aberton, where we found out about Feanor?
If you don't remember, your place is in Aberton, or literally right outside.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I guess it's a road trip then. Shit, I mean, Noreen's got, I guess, some contacts in
Battle East.
Battle East.
Sure. We just have to leave now.
I imagine we're having this discussion while sitting on the bikes.
Yeah, definitely. So Julius is with Noreen. I'll say just for it being easy, she's awake at this point, a little grumpy maybe, but
Nope,
I mean
nope. Weekend at Bernie's.
okay. We'll weekend at Bernie's at. Um,
I put some like sticks on my arms and like tape our arms together.
Gotcha. uh, so I think Wraith, you're gonna have to make a check of some kind. I'm pretty sure you have a bike.
He does.
He does.
But I really want to try out this Arcamata bike.
I don't know, man. I mean, are you really gonna try that?
I feel like
Well, we
I'm not
can't
gonna
leave it.
transform it into a sword. I'm gonna ride it like a motorcycle. I know how to do that.
but like realistically, I think he would just try to like get an Uber or something. But time is of the essence.
No,
Hmm.
like one that would be ridiculously expensive going to another city on
True.
this map.
Yeah, it would cost a good probably limb.
At the minimum.
I can see what I got.
Might have to sell a kidney to pay for the fare.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be going to buy enforcer stuff tomorrow. I say as I tie me and Noreen's arms together.
Wow.
I'm like whispering, "Weekend at Bernie's," but I'm crying. I'm kind of crying. I didn't get my beauty sleep. I'm a little cranky. I'm not having a good time.
That's understandable.
Can I? What if I just
You can,
like hit somewhere and someone comes back for me?
How about I give you the help action for driving?
All right.
It would take a little bit to come back for you, but I mean,
All right. So I guess I'll try driving.
okay.
Like, at least it's this way, right?
To the right, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
I'm currently redoing the world map, so yeah, it is definitely to the right. Make what the fuck kind of check do I give you? I want to say animal handling, but it's not an animal. I guess sleight of hand. Yeah, you know what? I think sleight of hand makes sense. You look a little. You definitely look like you're new.
And help
at
action.
this. Yeah, go ahead. Roll again.
Jay gives you some helpful tips.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit better, but you still look new.
I mean, if you want to be realistic, it would be a deck save.
I
I
mean,
grew up riding bikes. Most of your trying not to crash moments, it's essentially a deck save. So how well can you like slide the bike back under you in time before you hit the ground?
That's fair.
much.
Same thing happens on my bike.
It's a deck save for everyone else on the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
too.
definitely. You managed to do it well enough to escape with the other two on the bikes, or rather the other four. you're a little behind, but you're able to keep up. Um, However, it's at this point where you hear a shot go off, and it hits one of your bikes. I don't have a sheet for a bike, so unfortunately, it kind of just hits it, and more
I cast
shots.
shield.
More shots. Are you actually doing that?
I mean, if it would save the bike from getting hit, like whose bike is getting hit?
Yours.
Yeah, I'll cast shield.
Ping it for me.
I can finagle this.
So
Where is my PhD?
+5 bonus to AC. Yeah, I'll say. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm like, oh shit.
You start getting hit. However, more shots seem to come in from like the rooftops and from weird alleys, and it's at this point where you guys are forced to dismount in a random street. You guys are, I want to say that you are much further along. I'll say you guys are like at between Cypress Row and East Eden, like somewhere in between. Very, very close to getting out of the city. However, you guys are encountered with.
I do have a number for a AC that I can probably make sense or
Okay.
make it make sense.
Okay.
Let me just see if I can. Let me pull up the stat sheet for this thing.
Go ahead. Take your time.
www. 11. I'm going off the Warhorse stat sheet, by the way.
Oh, I thought you meant you had like a thing to protect your bikes.
Oh no, no.
I mean, they're not
I guess
damaged. I mean, you guys just have to dismount at this point. You guys, they're perfectly workable, but you guys are pretty much forced out of your bikes at this point.
Or else you will be shot.
Yeah. Once you mount your bikes, the shots stop going off, and you're not surrounded, but there are a couple of officers between you guys.
Officers?
Officers.
Like enforcers?
Enforcers. And I will bring you out to this battle map straight. So, you guys are off your
Does
bikes.
Bubble have magically changing clothes, or is she wearing her red Umbra outfit minus the mask?
She, at the moment you guys are like heading into the city, she would have put her mask back on. So yes. Actually.
Oh, so she's like, we're like with red Umbra right now.
Yeah. So the officers begin stepping forward, and they stop at a certain point, but they say, "You there? Address yourself." They're pointing
You first.
at both of you.
You first. I want your name and badge number.
What the hell's the meaning of this? You attack enforcers just in the middle of the night?
They're kind of just talking into their radio for a second, and they begin to slowly creep in.
Do these guys seem like real like enforcers, or does it seem like someone pretending to be?
Roll me a.
Actually, I got this.
Please.
I've got a thing.
He does have a thing.
Oh yeah, you do.
If I can find it.
Well, since he's gonna do that, can I just size them up to see like how tough they are in comparison to us?
Roll me insight.
You sure that wouldn't be like perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I'm not. I don't know why I said that because I'm not looking good at either.
Well, it seems when I had to remake the character sheet, I didn't put that back into my Roll20 sheet, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it from the Discord.
Wait, did your sheet get messed up again?
No, when it messed up the first time, I didn't re-add it in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
man.
just copying and pasting it.
I feel that it is nice to have that already set in there for you.
Cool. Which one are you doing it to?
The guy closest to me, I guess.
Cool, gotcha. Give me 1 second. This shit is messed up, so hopefully it's not fucking up. Wow, okay, nice. So, can you put it again, by the way? Like, I wanted to read exactly what it says.
Hey, my boy's got it in there now.
You learn their you know that he is trying to stop criminals. And to you, or to him rather, you are a criminal. And do I have good music for this? I do. Hold up. I gotta find the good music. But go ahead.
I'm gonna step forward with like my hands kind of like showing, like palm showing. And I'll be like, can I see his uniform from here?
Yeah.
Alright, that's about alright, officer, and I'll kinda like squint and kinda like try to see his name tag.
Dinkley.
Yeah.
Officer Dinkley. We talk about this for a second? Protocol and all.
No need to talk to someone who has an APB on them. and they get a little bit closer.
We're enforcers. How could we have an APB out on us? They just ask us to come in.
The one dude in the back starts radioing in, saying we got him.
God, they don't teach you kids anything in enforcer school now, do they?
I'm in Ray Ray's mind, and I'm like, Ray Ray, send this to Jay. Jay, what's our move here? Because it doesn't seem like the official enforcer shtick is gonna get it through us right now.
All right, yeah, I relay that.
And I sort of take a step back towards Momo.
You kind of see her that she's still pretty weak.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm taking a step back towards her.
Jay, are you staying where you are?
I'm going to recount the last hour or so, minus some information. Back as honestly as I can. Be like, listen, we were at the gala. We came back. I was having a nice bourbon on the rocks when this motherfucker fell onto our doorstep. How the police department would have known, or how you would have known that this person randomly fell onto our doorstep without any prior knowledge or I'm going to say intention here. It's a little bit suspect. You might want to kind of think through what's going on. I get you're trying to do your job. You're trying to stop criminals. Who I see in front of me is someone who, I'm not sure if you were recounted of the details of what happened earlier tonight. This person came in, was immediately met by hostility, saved a person's life, and went on their way. They came, fell onto our front porch of our house, and they're injured. My job as an enforcer is to make sure the public protect and serve, right? I'm doing my duty. You fired gunshots without properly identifying the suspect. Do you know how many people you put at risk tonight? How many years that's going to put you away for?
I want all your badge numbers. I like a system seeing where he's going with this shit.
You kind of see this guy.
I'd be willing to file an official report as well as an official report against the actions that you took tonight.
You kind of see this guy that has been radioing in the entire time. He says, confirmed it's rosin and blackbriar.
These assholes. Ray, can you read their minds at all? I don't know how far your mental powers extend.
It's like a phone call. Like I could send a message, but they could choose whether or not they send one back.
And As soon as he says
So
that,
this guy's doing the radio, right?
yeah.
I'll keep talking to Dinkley. I'm like, Dinkley, you understand, right? We're men of the same cloth. I see you want to help people. I don't. I'm not kind of like make it kind of dramatic, but like I don't really care what happens after we get them to the hospital and get the care that they need. But you almost killed someone who was seriously injured.
As soon as you said that, this guy down here, he says, we can move in.
I'm gonna like put my
And-
hand up and be like, you sir can stop talking for half a second. I'm trying to have a conversation here.
And with that, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh no. But so, for all intents and purposes, like,
Told this motherfucker not to get
I guess
in
he
my way.
didn't. Can I still do that insight since we didn't actually get to see if anything definitive about them being real officers?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Did you roll already?
I didn't know while I was like
Yeah.
letting him do his judgment thing.
Gotcha. Roll insight.
I just want to know. Oh yeah, I just want to know if they're like they seem like actual enforcers, like here on business.
Yes.
Like these aren't just dudes.
They are.
Ah shit.
Wow, they got a 20.
I will message back to Wraith, and assuming that the line is still open. Kind of back to this like, I guess this like group chat thing that Wraith is hosting. Be like, try not to kill them.
If we get their health down low enough, I can sleep them.
Cool. So,
Discretion is my middle name.
Sweet. So, these guys, they're actually gonna. This guy's gonna move in. He's going to do a short sword attack. 11 does not hit, I assume.
No.
This guy that was on the
Kind of
radio.
look at him dead in the eye and be like, I'm disappointed in you, Dinkley. I want you to know that.
The one on the radio, he shoots you with a revolver. 24.
Yeah, that'll
Oof.
hit.
It does 11 force damage.
You couldn't even let me get my my non-lethal bullets before this GO.
It was on the way, man. I'm sorry. And this one, behind Wraith, is going to go up and hit him with a short sword. 23. It does 7 piercing. That is their turn. Wraith, you're up. Wraith?
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was supposed to talk. All right, so which one is Dinkley?
Dinkley is the one above.
All right,
The one standing right next to me.
okay. Is there any identification on this fellow? The one in front of me.
Howard.
Howard. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go for a psychic knife on Howard.
24 hits. 5. Nice. He's actually looking like he took that well, but he doesn't seem like the strongest guy. But that definitely did some damage on him.
I don't want to kill him. Everything I have is pointy or psychic.
I mean,
Just use a
okay,
non-lethal
so
psychic.
I could, if you guys don't want to kill him, that's completely fine. All you gotta say to me if you're not actively trying to kill someone is that it's non-lethal, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll only do the non-lethal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, then bonus.
No, go ahead.
Then bonus action, again with my knife.
Hit him with the back of the knife.
Oof.
Ooh, it definitely misses. He was a little bit too quick to move for that.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Sweet. Julius.
I moved to, let's see, how far is this, right? Yeah. I'll just move to right here.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy right here.
Dinkley.
Yeah, Dinkley.
Cool. Go ahead.
And so a cube pops up in my hand, and I say, Dinkley, get back. This doesn't have to be like this. Oh my god.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Well, I'm going to... Alright, so then I'll use my bonus action to throw my shield at him. Let me see this real quick. I wanted to push him back first, but... Alright. Yeah, so I'm going to hit him with my shield, and I'm going to use... I'm going to throw the shield at him, and I'm going to try to use, what you call it, my Aftershock.
Gotcha.
Oh,
26 definitely hits.
For a critical hit on the...
That is
So-
nice. That is nice damage.
Yeah, so the shield pushes him back. It like hits and actually here, let me. So go ahead and see. He rolls a dexterity saving throw. Here, let me. DC 13. It'll be pushed back.
So I'll tell you this. Without even the aftershock, this guy's knocked out. Although, how do you want to do it? Are you doing it non-lethally or lethally?
I'm definitely not trying to hurt him, and I do still push him back.
Cool.
I'm just, you know what I mean, strong for my britches. But the shield bounces off and hits the other guy too.
Gotcha. Oh. Wow. Okay. Nice.
And so yeah, like I basically like push him back with that shield strike, and then once the shield gets to where he where he falls, basically it like bounces off of his body as he's falling and like goes to the other guy.
Sweet. This guy is, what can I give him? Nah, this one. This one looks good.
Night time.
Yeah,
he's
kinda done
napping.
for. 21 does hit. And this guy is okay. They're using the same HP bar. It's a little annoying. Give me a second.
And I'm actually going to round. Oh, did Gun Guy? He went down too?
No. I'm bringing him out again just in case. Like they're
Okay.
okay. It's being.
I round Jay with the rest of my movement to body block him.
Understood.
I like brace my shield out in front of myself. Say it doesn't have to be this way.
This guy just screams, "Officer down! Requesting backup!" And Is that it?
Oh yeah, I lay one card face down and in my turn.
Cool. Nice. Pot agreed. Roll my dice. Momo walks over a little bit and she screams at you, Jay. Stall for me. And you kind of just see her concentrating. And she is going to.
Shit's really picking up in this session, Gio.
Yep.
The police are chasing us. I was the police.
I mean, you kind of still are.
Not for long.
Maybe.
Yeah, not with the way this is going, Gio.
And you kind of just see her, like, she got that Goku stance, kind of just like focusing her power.
I instinctively look at the sky for a spirit bomb.
You don't see the spirit bomb, but she is has her hands like to her side or right in front of her, elbows to the side, and she is like trying to concentrate. You visibly see this. Jay, it is your turn.
I was clicking on the wrong link. Alright. Close these. Kind of like sigh, kind of like roll my shoulders back, like, didn't I tell you? And I'll blink to right here. I told you to be quiet. And I will just punch this man. Just give him a good 1-2.
Non-lethally, of course.
Yeah, I'm planning on knocking his lights out.
Gotcha. Roll me an attack.
Wow, that was a max damage crit too. On that shield.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
No. Thunder Gauntlets, bonus action.
What does this do?
Level. I'll use a bonus action to grant myself the defensive field, which gives me 3. Oh, where did he go? Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
3
fix the
temp
total.
HP.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So, it is now the officer's turn. He is going to swing at you. Short sword. 22 hits, I assume. 9. 9
Who's he shooting at?
What'd you say?
Who's he shooting at?
He is attacking a Jay.
Oh,
3, so that would be.
And the other officer is actually going to attack. Same way with the short sword. On to Wraith. 20 does 23 hit?
well,
Yep.
9. So these guys are pretty experienced. It kind of seems like they kind of know where to hit someone to try to take them down easily. But yeah, that is their turn. Wraith.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage.
Gotcha.
Then I'm gonna throw one of my psychic knives.
Heard. 12 did not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, dang.
Big oof. Wait, actually, let me see. Alright, never mind. Yeah, that fails.
Unfortunate. Do you have anything else?
That is all.
Cool.
Can't do
Julius.
bonus action psychic knife?
I already used that disengage away from him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Julius, you're up.
Well, Julius, seeing the need to make some shake here, I'm gonna go ahead and 5, 10, 15, right? Or yeah, right. So I tell Wraith to like take a knee, and I shoot an Eldritch Blast at the far guy.
The one over here?
Yeah, that Ray was engaging with.
Gotcha.
That's a 15.
15 does hit.
And so it's 12 damage. Is he still standing? Because if he is, I'll that's non-lethal, by the way. I just like shoot at one of his
Alright.
legs, try to trip him.
With that, Eldritch Blast, you kind of just spin him around for a little bit, and then he gets knocked out unconscious. And
he's 10 feet away.
And he's 10 feet away.
And then I turn to this guy and I like throw my shield, but like I throw it at the ground so it like bounces up to hit him if it does hit him.
The only guy remaining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. He kind of just.
Now, but when it falls back down, does it hit him? No, I'm just like.
Unfortunately, he pushed it away. As he kind of saw it coming. Since you did bounce it on the ground, so he kind of just pushed it away when it hit him.
It ricochets off of him and it slips back on my bracer there.
Exactly.
And I say, the bell tolls for your unrighteous deeds, sir. And I think that's it for me.
Cool. So you kind of just see Momo just concentrating on this, and that's gonna be your turn. The officer is going to attack Jay.
I thought it was Jay's turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right,
posted in chat, I'd accidentally deleted myself.
I'm sorry.
I rolled a 4.
4. There you go. Ascending. Go ahead. Oh, wait, that's all the. Still your turn. Go ahead. Let me just fix this. There we go.
Where is? Yeah, that's fine.
$21 does it.
There you go.
6 does. What kind of damage is it? Is it thunder or
Oh
is it?
shit. I have to pull it back up.
It's thunder damage.
Yeah, I mean,
think so.
it's called Thunder Gauntlet, so I assume it's thunder. Yeah. You kind of
thunder
just
damage.
see this guy. He he is a little bit confused. He did not expect to get hit by a giant gauntlet that does thunder damage. But yeah, this guy is kind of looking a little bit more worn out. I'm sorry. Why is this guy here? What the fuck? What the hell? Why is there multiple of them? What the fuck? Okay.
And my proficiency bonus is 2, so I could do another one of the 3 temp HPs.
Cool. Gotcha. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. This guy is actually going to, believe it or not, he's gonna hit you again with a short sword. He has disadvantage. Other than you. Okay, so
I miss anyway.
yeah, nice. That's all he's going to do. Actually, he's going to use his action surge.
Oh.
And do it again. 11. And that's his turn. Wraith, you're up.
There we go.
That does hit.
Ray putting the psychic knife in their calf muscles.
Cool. So how do you want to do this, Wraith?
He throws it, it bounces off the ground and goes up his butt.
By the way, we can't hear you.
Damn. Okay. So I'm pretty sure the psychic knives are like, at least the way I imagine them, they're not actually causing damage, rather just the mental feeling of pain.
Okay.
So he just, I guess, just throws like right at the diaphragm. So it's just painful enough that they knock out. They like black out.
Gotcha.
I was hoping you'd give him a sensation of prison.
So, you guys stand around for a few seconds. You guys are getting a little bit more tired. Maybe not you, Julius, but definitely Jay and Wraith. They seem to gotten a little bit of some hits in. And at the end of the street, you hear more stomping. And you hear just several troops of enforcer officers coming at you. However, I'm not going to put them on the map because it's a lot. But just imagine that there's a lot coming at you at the end of the street.
Which side?
Both sides. And it's at
Only
this
hope is
point.
to go down this middle street.
It's at this point. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I was just saying that our only hope is to go down this middle street here.
Perhaps, but it's at this point where Momo turns to you guys, and she says, "It's ready." And she kind of just shoots what looks to be like a firebolt at the closest wall here, and that fire kind of just disperses on the wall, turning it into a door frame with fire in between. Like, it's just a door completely made out of fire. And she says, "Quickly, go through." It is. Let me draw it on the map for you guys. It is right here. And she kind of goes over to it and looks at you guys, ushering you guys to go in.
As I'm like jogging towards the portal, I'll pick up this guy's walkie and be like, "Yo, boss, that's one count of first degree murder on you. Told you not to get in my way. I'm gonna hit you with that book." And just like toss it into the street as I jump into this portal.
Nice. Sweet.
I like throw my shield at the wave of enforcers and use an aftershock to push like a bunch of them back with that 15-foot cone, and then I just like run away.
Gotcha. You guys are engulfed in flames, and
Sweet.
it is painless. Don't stop walking. It is painless, but you feel a decent warmth within you. And you guys arrive at somewhere in the outskirts of town and the city, in the forest somewhere. However, it is very unfamiliar to you guys.